Hello, this training is to help you create an online website at free cost. The domain in which I shall be using on today is Wix.com. Wix is a free domain where you can create your website or even websites. They allow you to create multiple websites off of your user. So what we're going to do is go type in Wix.com, www.wix.com, and then we want to go to Start Now, and you would choose I'm a new user, and you would type in an email address, and the email address of the email that you have set up for your ministry. And then you would press go, and then it would have you to confirm that email address and then create a password. Now when creating a password, you want to make sure that you use special characters, which is your exclamation point, your @ symbol, your pound symbol. Use upper and lowercase characters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and use at least one numerical number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in your password. And then you would press sign up. Since I have already created an account for the one I'm using today, which would be Jehovah Reigns 2016 at gmail.com. There we go. And now we are signed in. So I do not have a website yet, and my page looks a little bit different from yours. It will say something a little similar, but we want to start creating now. And so it will show you a page for templates. Once again, your templates page would be a little different from what is shown here, but it will show, you should see these over here on your page. And today we're going to go with the business services and religion nonprofit. So if you would select that, it should bring you to a page that looks like this. And one thing that I want to point out is you can use any template that you desire, and then any template that you use is 100% editable at all times. You can change it up however you want, whenever you want, and however many times you want. Everything on this site is editable. So you can use a blank template. You can use their new most popular ones, or you can go through and select one. You do not have to, though we selected religion and nonprofit, you don't have to stay with that one. You can choose from any that you want to choose. For those of you who do not have the resources as far as people in maintaining your website, I would suggest a one-pager. And the one-pager is exactly what it says it is, a one-pager. This is how it would similarly appear, your one page. And then on your one page, you put all the information on there that you want people to know about your ministry. This is a very good example to use. This is a picture. You would put the picture of your ministry or your pastor and first family right here. Put a little bit of information about the ministry. Put the name of the ministry up here. Then you would give where the ministry is located. You would type in that information on the map, and Google Maps would post on that page. And then what your service times are, what's your contact information, and then that would be your website. Any other information that they would desire from you, they would contact you through the contact information that you put on there, or just come and attend as they see your service times. Also, you can still use a one page if you like. If you do not want to go in and continually update your page physically and rewrite this and rewrite that, this is a very good template as well. This one, you would put a video, upload a video to your page, upload your Livestream account to this page, and with Livestream, whenever you do a brand new video, that video is the one that will show at that time. So your website would be stationary, it would not change as far as physically writing or adding and dropping pictures, and it would automatically update when you did another video. If you wanted to do a video of announcements or upcoming things, or what's going on in the ministry, what's your focus for this year, a message, a greeting from your pastor, or whatever you want to post, then you would drop this on your page. For those of you who already have Facebook accounts already set up, this would be good for you too. If you just want to mainly work from your Facebook, but you want this online presence out there where people can come and see, then this would be good for you. You drop the video on there, and like I said, as you update, as you make new videos, your website will automatically update without you having to physically go in and touch it. So for those who are low on staff, or those who are low on system administrators, that would be perfect for you. And you can still choose a regular web page with a couple of pages and just have stationary information. For example, what do we believe? That is a page that will never change. Contact information, that is a page that will never change. Information about the pastor, that is stationary until if it happens that pastors get switched out or things, but for the most part that stays stationary. Or if he or she gets accolades that the church wants to post on the website, then that'll be the only time that you would touch that page. Ministries that you have at your church, that page for the most part will stay the same. You can, just like with the one pager, create a live stream account for particular ministries inside your big ministries, and they can use it as their announcement board. As they make a new video, that video would update on that page to let people know the most updated information about what's going on in that ministry. So let's choose a page in which we're going to work from. Also, another thing that I wanted to point out is they show you the view that you will see if someone visits your account from the computer. They will see this. If someone visits your account from a smartphone or Android device, they will see this. So this is another thing that you want to look at. What do you want people to see when they visit your website from their phone? Once again, everything is totally editable. You can still go in and you can move stuff around. You can hide stuff however you want to do it. But as far as the template and the work in which Wix does for you, because as you are creating this is being created at the same time. So let's choose one to work with. Here's one that I want you to pay attention to as well. Like with this one, if you use a photo for your background on that page, understand that from the mobile site, this is what is going to be your forefront, and your picture will be in the background. Let's choose this one. And while the editor is coming up, I just want to remind everyone that these trainings can be found on zerocostsolution.wix.com/tech under the how to. So this is the template that is given. Once again, everything on anything you create is editable. So first of all, let me show you. Remember when I said the desktop and the mobile view? Let's go to preview to show you. This is what people would see if they were to look at this page from the computer, from the mobile device. This is what they will see. And as they scroll, see how some things you'd have to go in there and you'd have to modify. Like I would push this over to the left some so that the full button could be seen, or I might shrink it some for it to be seen. And so that's everything that's on the first page. And then this would be your menu bar, where they'd go from the menu bar to see everything. So let's go back to editor and let's switch back over to the desktop view. And so this is a one pager, which is a very good one to start off with. So for those of you who wanted to do a one pager, this would be a good template for you to use as well. You would put your information up here, the ministry. If people want to make it available for people to give tithes and offering or donate to your ministry, you can leave this button or you can put it somewhere else, make it smaller, change it up, however you feel. And once again, this would be a good place to put your video. That way you can update your page by video. That way you never have to touch the information on your page. You would just update it using your Livestream account, which can be used from a mobile device as well. So here is where you have your edit buttons, your main buttons. And Wix has made it so to where they created the way that we think. Okay, I want to look at my pages. So you go to pages. We have a home page. Okay, I want to add a page to this account. So you go to add, and it gives you the option to add a page, to add a link to the menu bar. Say you want a donate button. Then you would just add a link to, you would have a donate or a tithes and offering, create a donate or a tithes and offering button. And then you would add the link to the church's PayPal account or whatever account that you would have it set up for the money to go to. But we're going to create a page. Okay, and then when in creating a page, it gives you different templates. Once again, everything is totally editable. So you can change, move around, add, subtract, do however you feel. You have the blank, which is exactly what it is. It's a blank canvas. You add whatever you want to that one. About. About is a page that's good for telling about the ministry, about your pastor, about your first family, about anyone that you want or anything that you want people to really know about when they visit your website. This one puts a picture to the left side, and then you put the information over here. This one would be good for a page displaying the ministries, a picture of the ministry, and then a description below, a picture of the ministers of whatever they're minister over, and a brief description. About this would be a good testimony page for people who want to put testimonies or praise reports or even prayer requests. The prayer requests that the ministry has where you just want to put it out there for those who would pray for them, or however you want that set up. For those of you who have online bookstores or want to create online bookstores, if you sell your sermon CDs, if your church or your pastor has written books, any of these things, this would be a good page to use. You would put what the item is and then its cost. And then you can select, there can be a link off of that to show them the actual product. This one is more or less to show them the actual product. This would like be the picture of the CD cover or the DVD cover or the book cover, what it is, a brief description, and then a link for them to purchase it. Same thing, except you have everything's bigger and you're able to add more information. Same thing, except they inverted it to be vertical. Contact form. This is your basic contact form. This would be a good place to put a picture of your church. And this would be the name of the church. Please contact us, or please come visit us would be this line, or whatever your salutation would be. And then this would be your address, phone number, email address. These little dots, these are your social media icons, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, all those things, whatever you want, your Google pages, whatever you want them, however you want to give them a chance to contact you. You would put those icons there, and you can go in and you can change them up and switch them up as you please. And then this would be your contact form, and you can change that up. If you want them to put their name, email address, subject, and then have the description here, or if you just want to put our name, email, telephone number, then a description of what they're contacting you about. However you want to set it up. Remember, everything on this site is totally editable. This would be a good one for showing if you want to give them a location. Google Maps is used by Wix, and so you would just go in, you would select the Google Maps, you go in and you type in the address, and then it shows up on a map. So if they need to type in, if they need to get directions to the church, driving directions, then they would select on there, and then it'll take them to Google Maps, and then they can get directions on how to get to your church. Once again, this would be the name of your church. This would be a salutation. This would be your contact information. These are your social media icons, and you can still drop a contact form on this page like the previous page. This right here, you can still drop that on there. Blog. For those of you who have blogs, they have a preset template for you to create and run your blog off of. Your gallery, to display your photos. If you want to show all photos all at once, the grid is the best one to use. Then they have the large grid, which your pictures are a little smaller to get more pictures on your page. You can use the portfolio, to where you can give a description about each picture, who's in this picture, when was it taken, and then give a brief description about what the picture is about. Then you can do the slideshow, and with the slideshow, once again, you have the option, you don't have to put it on there, but you have the option of putting a title. This was taken at Six Flags. This is Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and everybody else in this picture. And then this, we went for the children's ministry was having an outing, and this is where we went. They all had fun. We hope to have more participation next year. Please join the children's ministry, get involved, and we look to see them in 2016. Things of that sort that you're able to put right here. And then you're able to automate your slideshow. If you wanted to move every 5 seconds, you can go in and set it to move every 5 seconds, or every 10 seconds, or 20 seconds. Or you can have it to where they manually move the pictures by selecting the arrows left and right. Or you can have the option where it's both. If it's moving a little fast for them, they can still select the option to go back. If it's moving a little slow for them, they can select on the side to push to the next picture. Your site contents. You could use this page for, once again, praise reports, or even cultivate the page to show your different ministry leaders and things of that nature. This is if you want to display credentials or things like that about your ministry leaders, this would be a good page to use. Facts. Facts is a good page for those common questions that people ask or want to know about you. So how long have you been established? What are your out, what does your outreach ministry do? Things like that. Just common questions that most people would want to know about you if you desire to have that page. Menu, if your ministry has a cafe or you feed the homeless throughout the week, this would be good for you if you desire to put that information out there so they know that what you will be serving. Same thing here, just another menu. News. Up to date. What's happening? Is basically what this page would be. What's happening? What's currently going on? Terms of use. If you say wanted to offer a recording or a book or something free and available to all, say you created a Bible study or something where you wanted to offer it to the public and it be reproducible, but you want terms on there. Okay, this is totally reproducible. You may print this out and give it out. The only thing that we require is that you give acknowledgement of the author, or that you do not offer this information at a cost because it was freely given. This would be the information that you would use on terms of use. Music page, for those of you who have a music ministry. This would be a good page to use for, and it could be a private page just available to your choir members so that they can practice at their homes or away from practice throughout the week. It can be posted to where so they can get in extra study times outside of practice. Video, if you want a page dedicated to having videos shown on it, whether it's going to be your live services where you live stream your services, if you want to play your on-demand videos, you want to spotlight a previous sermon or things like that, this would be a good page to set up. It is strictly set up for that video. If you want to display multiple videos, this would be a good page for that. And what you would do on this page, you could have it to run as they open up the page, but with multiple videos, you would have it to where they just select on it in order for it to play. Your landing pages. If you are just are not at the place where you have everything that you want to put on your page, but you want to let people know that you're out there and you're working on this thing, this is a coming soon template. This ministry is currently setting up its online website. It will be launched on such and such date. Please check back. In the meantime, feel free to come visit us on Sundays at 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 7:45. Come visit us. This would be the page that you would use. Or welcoming page for you one-pagers who are like, okay, one page is good enough. We just want it out there so people know that we here, know how to get to us, know how to contact us, and just are able to see a presence. This is a welcoming page. Hi, we're such and such. We are located in such and such and such and such. This could be a map to get there. If you would like to contact us, these are the different ways where you can contact us. A subscribe page, exactly what it is a subscribe page where if you want to give people the opportunity to subscribe to your page so they stay up to date with different changes that come about with the ministry or with the website, this is a page where they can subscribe. A landing page is still pretty much a one-pager, where, as I spoke previously, you would have your video set up on that page, and you can change that video in and out as you have different videos in which you tape. You would have your area for them to contact you. You would have their subscribe button for them to subscribe to your page. You would have a map of how to get to the services, and then you can put on there your service times up here or down there. And then of course your social media icons for those of you who already have Facebook, Instagram accounts already implemented and you're already using them. So that would be your pages, and then you would just select whatever you wanted, name it, okay, say about the ministry, or what we believe. Then it shows up on there, and as you can see, it shows up on my menu bar. Now, for those pages that you want to not show up on your home page because you want to create a link for somebody to get to them, what you would do is you would just hide it from the menu. And then see, it's no longer up there. You only have your home button. What we believe is no longer there. Or if you want if you wanted to create some pages that was strictly available for maybe staff or your ministry leaders, you would create the page and then you would protect it. And there's different way to protect it. You can protect it and it be restricted only to those who sign up to your site. Or like I said, you can password protect it to where when they go to the site, they would have to type in the password in order to get into that particular page. They can still get into your site, but they won't be able to get into that page. So to show you how that's done, okay, let's go back to home and preview. So they go to your site. This is what they will see. And then when they go to what we believe, okay, this particular page on this website is restricted. If you want to get access to this, you must have the password. Now they have access to that page. So that is how that would work. But let me go remove that. And then if you want to remove the password, you just simply remove the protect page, and the page is no longer protected. Okay, let's go to design. Now under design, you can change the background, you can change the color scheme that you want to go with it, and you can change the automatic font. So let's go to background. You can choose one of the backgrounds that they already have set up, pre-selected, which would be any of these. So for example, let's choose this one. That is the background. Now the reason why you don't see it all the way across the screen is the way the page is set up. But I want to see that image all the way across the screen. So what I would do is just remember, right click, not in a text box, right click on the page, click settings, change page style. Okay, I want to see my background all the way across the page. So then I would choose home page. But if you want to automatically click a solid background, that would be in the middle of the page. So in case, depending on what color text that you wanted to use, that it'd be seen, you can use default, and then you can go in there and you can change the color, and you can even change the way it looks. If you want a little, see the little outlining around it, if you want it to be pressed up. Okay, we have been, after you've been editing the site for a while, Wix will then ask you to name your site. So I want to, and they, as you can see, they have in here the first part of your email address, and this is editable too. It doesn't have to stay like that. You can go in and change it to what you would like, but they ask you to put in something at the end. So what I usually do is I'll type home, and that will be the website. I'm not ready to publish it yet. Your site will not be visible to the open public until you publish the site. You can save it, save all your work, and I encourage people always to save and save often. That is the way I have been taught in working with computers. So you can save as much as you like, but you will not be visible to the open public until you publish it. So that way you don't have to panic if it's not looking the way you want it to look. Okay, and so back to the background setup. Once again, you can change it however you feel, however you want it to look like. And then you can change the colors. Let's do a red. Let's do a orange. And see, my border is still this greenish color. Let's make it red. And then you can thicken your border width if you like. See the red? How my border is thickening? Or you can thin it out to where it's none. I want a little bit of a border. There we go. Or you can choose special. And special pretty much does the same thing. You can choose from a different one. It pretty much automatically chooses black for you. But because I want to see the image I chose, I want home page. And let's go ahead and keep it at that. Okay, so this would be the home page. If I were to keep this background, I would then have to change the letter coloring because it's white and you can't see it. Oh, and as far as my settings up here, change that too because they have it set up, but I want none. Let's see. Let's put it as a strip so I can see it. And also, let's see. Let's leave it that way. Okay, but I really don't like that background. So you can also go and you can upload one from your computer. You would just select customize background, change image, and once again, Wix will give you free images to choose from if you'd like. You can go through and look at all the different images that they have, or go to your computer and upload an image from your file. So I go to my pictures, type in tune, okay, that is the background I want. There we go. And I can either choose to have it full screen, or I can fit the image to its natural size, or I can tile it. I can tile it vertically, horizontally, normal, but I want full screen. Okay. I think I'm going to delete that. I don't like that there. And currently it's not allowing me to delete. So I'm going to change the style. There we go. We'll change it to that. And OK, make sure you press OK in order to make it stay. So once again, let's go back to design. You can choose your color scheme. And you want it cohesive to your background. So you want these colors would be the boxes or the shapes that you bring in. They will be the text that you bring in. And of course, as always, you can change the text. And looking at my background, let's see. Let's choose something a little out there, a little different. Something vivid. Okay, this is going to be really out there, but we're going to choose neon splash. Okay. And this is what the neon splash would look like. Let's see, let's change that. Nope. And you can select on them, and when you select on them, you'll see what they look like automatically. Let's try Lickery. Or Pretty in Pink. Tranquil. Let's see. Let's stay with Elephant Walks. Okay. And as you can see, that changed the text. Now when you put a background picture and you make it full screen, that picture does not move. Everything that you add to that particular web page will move. When you scroll down, that moves, but your background will not move. Okay, and back to design, your fonts. If you want to preset your font, you can. Right now it's the little princess. In that font, you can change it to this one, which I like. I think we'll keep that one. Or you can change it to this one, or any of those, but I like this one, so we're going to go ahead and stick with that one. Okay, and so that is your ad. I'm sorry, that was your design. Now let's go to add. These are the different things that you, not all of them, but these are the different things that you can add to your page. The text, if you want to add a text box, you would just select text, and you can choose the title. Title size would normally come in that size, and I'm going to delete that. Or you can choose text and paragraph, which comes in normal this size. For this page, depending on which template you chose, they'll come in a little different. Usually paragraph comes in at the same size. Let's go back to add. You can add an image. When adding an image with just image, it comes in. Whatever image you add will come in with a slight little box around it. Let's choose the two flamingos. How about that? Which in this case, it chose not to. But that is how you add an image. And if you want to make sure that the image does not come with an encasing around it, you would use image without frame. And of course, they offer clip art, which would be your free from Wix, and it would be under there. So you can choose all your clip art from Wix as well. Okay. Then we go to gallery. These are the different galleries that you can choose from. If you want the grid that shows all your pictures all at one time, you would use the grid. The masonry, this one, it rotates vertically. So one side is scrolling up while the other side is scrolling down. And then it shows your pictures that way. The slideshow, those are your left to right. Once again, you can have that automated, or you can have it to where they just click for it to move. Your thumbnail shows one picture big and the next three in line small underneath it. And as you select a small picture, it then moves to the big spot, and the big picture moves to a thumbnail. The strip slideshow, this one, you see those little white dots, those are your pictures. And then once again, it kind of works in the same way as thumbnail works. And your strip showcase, this looks like a comic strip in a sense, and it moves it across your screen like a comic strip. The accordion, this one, the pictures fold in and out just like you would see an accordion do. Freestyle, they just own there however you want to do it. If you like to make collages, freestyle is definitely one that you would enjoy. Or you can use the collage style too. If you just want to, like I said, freestyle, if you just want to throw them on there to be like in an artistic manner. Collage, if you want to make this one big, that one small, scoot these in here, that would be good for you. Honeycomb, the pictures just show up in the shape of a honeycomb. Self-explanatory. Impress, and these are new ones added recently to Wix from Strip Showcase on down. Impress, this has information about the picture. The slider, it just slides them on one at a time. Your 3D, if you've ever had one of the little 3D squares or triangle picture frames, as you turn it, it gets bigger before you as you keep turning it. That's what the 3D slideshow is. The carousel just brings one forward, whichever one you touch on, or if you have it automated, every so many seconds one will come forward. And your animated grid, that one just moves around. Your media. For those of you who want to add media to your page, want to add a video to your page, live stream to your page, you would choose from here. This one is if you're going to bring in a video from either your computer or YouTube or something like that. This one would be a good one to use. If you're going to bring in your live stream account, they give you the embed code to embed on your website. That way you have a direct link to your live stream account. I will show you that. Your SoundCloud audio, those of you who keep your music in the cloud, if you want that music to play on this page, then you would drop this one on your page and then sign into your account, and then it would just play the music in your cloud, whatever you select for it to play. Document, if you wanted to drop documents where people can select on, say, a title that says Bible studies, they'd select on that, and then they would have whatever document that you have for them to download. The audio play button, if you want to play some music that you have on a computer, this one would play that music, and you can automate it so when they go to your page it will start automatically. Same thing with SoundCloud audio. The single audio player plays one song. Whatever song you choose, that's the song that it's going to play. You can have it to where it plays continuous, where it plays on opening, however you want it to do it. All you do is you select on that icon, and then of course your edit menu pops up, and then it'll tell you settings, and then you go and you select what you want it to play and how you want it to set up. iTunes button. You can connect it to your iTunes account if you'd like. Spotify, same thing. Okay, let's go back to add media. If you want to add shapes and lines and things to your account, this is where you would go, and everything is self-explanatory. Full width line goes all the way across your page. Your buttons and your menus. This is where you select what type of buttons you want on there and how you want. If you want buttons for them to enter into a particular place, these would be good buttons to choose, and they let you see how it pops up on there. And then you can change the style of that button if you like. It can be a text button, large button, or an emphasis button. And in those buttons, you still are able to personalize it to make it look however you want it. You're able to change that up. You can do menu buttons, which are right next to each other. And you can place it up there in the bar. And as you add a page, the page would automatically add itself to it. Image buttons. Of course, you can change the image. Your PayPal button. And you can change it to where it says donations. You can remove off the credit card icons if you'd like. Your iTunes button. If you have music or sermons or any books that are sold by iTunes, you just put the link on here, so when they select here, they would go and they would find all your information. Or if you have free downloads, they would be able to get to that information. Vertical menu just stands up on itself rather than going across horizontally. Or if you want to anchor something, you're able to do so as well. Let's remove that. Delete that. Okay. Delete that. Okay. Blog. And this sets you up for your blog. Let's see. There we go. Your online store. For those of you who will have stores. And as you've noticed, when you those were the blogs, the blog is a page and the shop is a page. If you've noticed, they've automatically added those pages to your menu bar. Okay. And this is where you can set up your store. Okay. Your social media icons. These are the ones that you can choose from to drop on there individually. There's also one that has them all on there where you can drop them all on one thing if you'd like. Let's see. Your apps. these are the different apps that you can choose, and these are also found in the App Store. This right here is your App Store. And for those of you who will create live stream accounts, you can use the HTML button, and this is where you will embed your video from your live stream account here. Livestream creates the code for you automatically. You don't have to try and figure it out. You just copy that code and you would drop it in this HTML. You would drop it in here. Or it even allows you just to select the web address and it'll bring it in. For example, let's just go to YouTube. And I will select a video I previously did on how to create an email address. Okay. All you have to do is select that and then drop the address in here. Update. And then there your video would show. If you will go to preview. It did not show up that time. Oh, I apologize. I didn't save it. That's why. Okay. Let's go back to the home page. Okay. And so with add, we've made it all the way down. Except on the list builder now. And this is basically, you can set it up if you want to list your items and list information about it, you can. And then, so let's go to the App Store. The App Store allows you to choose different apps to drop on your page. Some apps will be free. Some apps will be premium. For instance, see how that says free and premium? That means only certain things on this app will be free. Wix allows you to upgrade up to premium, and with premium you would pay a monthly cost, a low monthly cost, but we're going to stick to free apps. And so what you do is you can, to see all the free apps, just select free. And these are all the free apps that you can download to your page. Those of you who use Etsy, free. If you want to put the weather on there so people will know what they possibly will be facing. Get funding, your Facebook likes. If you want to put an online business card on there. If you want to be able, for those who sign up to your site, you can have a member login on there and an administrator login as well. Google AdSense, you can drop that on there. Blogger, Instagram, countdown clock. If you have an event or revival that's coming about, you can drop the countdown clock on there to let people know 8 days to the revival, 22 days to the revival, things of that such. And then many others. For those of you who, let's see. And those were not all the free apps that you just saw. You just, whatever it is that you want, you just type it in this bar. Say if you want to create newsletters. Here are the different apps you can drop on your page for people to subscribe to your page. and to receive newsletters. The first 4 of these apps are free, and the rest of them are free for so long for a trial period, or free up to a certain amount. Then you'd have to move on to a premium account to utilize all of it. But pretty much anything that you can think of, it pretty much is here. Or it is offered to you, and there's always a free option offered to you as well. Okay, and then here's your settings. On your settings page, from here it tells you what your site address is, and right now the name of it is Jehovah Reigns 2016.wix.com/home. Now, if you do not want to keep Wix in your title, you do not have to. What you would have to do is that you would go and you would purchase that domain, the domain name in which you like, and then they will switch out the domain name that you purchased onto your account. That way the Wix won't be in there. But if you want to not have to pay anything ever, then they just add that they be in the title of being your address. Your SEO, search engine optimization page. This is where you would type in the title as you would like for it to show up on Google, Yahoo, wherever people are searching for you. Jehovah Reigns. Site description. This page is dedicated to give glory to Jesus, who paid the price for our sins and have revived us and brought us to himself. Keywords. These are the keywords. Think about it. If somebody is trying to find your page, what keywords would they type in the search engine? Your city would be one. The name of your church, whatever your ministry name is. You can separate it out if you like. Street address. What is your ministry? I mean, what type is it? Is it Christian? Or if you, to go deeper, if you're a part of a denomination, whatever that denomination is. Or whatever you are. Whatever your ministry is. Whatever denomination it falls under, if it falls under one. If not, that you're biblically based. That you believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Different things, different keywords that people would normally look for. Christian ministry. Children's ministry. A lot of people, those with families and young kids or teenagers, who may be looking for a ministry that have a children's ministry. They may type in children's ministry in the name of the town, so you want that out there. Teens ministry. Or just put teens, men's, women's, then ministry in its separate one. And just whatever you think people may type in to try to find you. They may know your ministry by your pastor. Put in your pastor's name. Put in, they may know your choir director, or your first lady or um, those whose pastors are women, they may know your pastor's spouse, her husband. However, whatever you think that people, when they are searching for you, how they are going to find you, you would type in this information and then you would press done. For your social settings, this one creates a Facebook page for you basically. And you can add in the icon that you want shown as your picture when they go to your page. You can upgrade now to get statistics about your site. How many people are visiting your site daily? How many different or new users are visiting your site? How many times was this page looked at? How many times was that page looked at? And all those different things. And then this one would be an upgrade too if you desire to use it. And then because we added a shop to the site, it added the edit button on this side. So here is where you would manage the store, where you would add your products, add your store elements, add the account in which it will be going into, etc., etc. Now if you chose a preset template and you're ready to change how this looks, and for some reason it reverted back to its old look on me. So okay, if you want to edit this text, select in here and then select edit text, and then your edit bar pops up, and then you just select the information, type in what you want. You can make everything bold, italic, underline, all pretty much the Microsoft Word edit bars are on here. If you want to link it to something, say I want to link this text to something, I will select link. Do I want to link it to a web page, an email address, the top of the screen, to an anchored page, to a page, a document, or a page button? However I want to link it, that is available. And if I decide, okay, I don't want this box at all, just select on it, hit delete. And that goes for anything on this page. And so let me take you out of editor really quick. Oh, remember, before I do that, remember to save, and save often. When you press save, it'll let you know the changes you've made are still not live online. So that means nobody can see it except whoever's in there editing the page. In order to update your site, click the publish button on the top right. So in order for your changes to be viewed by the open public, you must press publish, but don't press publish until you're ready. Okay, and so we'll exit editor. Are you sure I want to leave this page? Yes, I am. And let's go back to editor, to your dashboard. And so this is your dashboard. Over here it has where you can select this edit button, or you can select the edit over there. If you want to just preview it before you open it up, you can preview it. If you want to connect it to another domain, send out newsletters, manage to store all of these things from here. This is the option to send newsletters out for those who subscribe to your page, or for those who join your page, you're able to send out newsletters. Which is awesome. So that means everything that you need to do to send out the newsletters, to have your email list, all of this is self-contained in Wix. Okay, and so let's go back. Oops. Let's go to my sites. And it takes us back here. And so you can see all the other different things that you can do with your account. It is a very awesome account. I would encourage you to go through and select everything and get the feel of everything. Literally anything that you can possibly imagine that you would desire to do, Wix has the capability to do it. So this is training on how to create a website. I hope it was given in a manner where you can understand and you can work from it. Once again, all of the trainings will be located on Zero Cost Solution at zerocostsolution.wix.com. I urge you to visit the site. On the site, we not only have the trainings, but also listed on here is information about free software that is offered by different sites that are very useful to ministries, to artists, to small businesses, and even individuals. So I hope you enjoyed this training. Many trainings will be coming out after this. Please visit the site. Please visit the YouTube page to see all the different trainings. Feel free to drop these trainings on your website or to download them and hand them out to others. Have a good day.